This broadcast is brought to you by the West Coast Eagles, foundation partner of the WAFLW, Kia, supporting partner of the WAFLW, Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes, and streamer.com.au.
We may only be a month into the WAFLW season, but there is a lot to like about West Perth. Looking at the prospect of 4-0 and steering clear of Claremont and East Fremantle at the top of the ladder. But South Fremantle, on the other hand, they've had the wood over the Falcons in the first 5 meetings of the current WAFLW competition between these two sides. South Fremantle have won all 5. Will the Falcons break the deadlock, or will the Bulldogs continue their domination of the red and blue? Hello everyone, welcome to sunny Pentanet Stadium in Joondalup. Saturday afternoon football. It doesn't get better than this on a warm afternoon in the west. Round 4 of WAFLW action here on streamer.com.au. West Perth 3 from 3 and South Fremantle hitting their straps after demolishing Peel Thunder last week at Lane Group Stadium. Paul Persick is my name. It's a great pleasure to have your company on streamer.com.au, your home of WAFLW football in season 2024, and what a great game we have got in store. West Perth, they shrugged off a dogged Subiaco to win by 21 points at Pentanet Stadium. Inaccuracy plagued the Falcons again. It was 4-10-34 when the margin could have been a lot more, but there is a lot to like about them. As I said, Amara Cameron, 25 disposals, 9 marks and 7 inside 50s. Emily Bennett also added a further 21 disposals, starting off her season very strong, 4 marks and 5 tackles. As I said last week, South Fremantle got on the board in 2024 with that crushing win over Peel Thunder to the tune of 67 points. They skipped away with 4 goals in the first and third quarters. Gilchrist had the ball on a string with 25 touches, 3 marks and 4 tackles. Renee Morgan, the talented young midfielder, 22 disposals, 3 marks, was also influential alongside the likes of Gilchrist, Cronin and also Spryland. South Fremantle, they have opted for speed this afternoon, pace all around the midfield. Holly Ifold, a proud debutante today for South Fremantle, alongside her AFLW Dockers teammate Talia Mulder. West Perth winger Taylor Ferguson, she's also coming off a terrific game, 30 disposals last week, and could have a huge battle with the debutante winger this afternoon. A couple of changes to both the sides as well this afternoon, which is going to be a bit of a dent to both sides' depth. Jessica Roper, as we know last week, she is out of the side, going down with an anterior cruciate ligament injury. Megan Norbury, of course, so she was also out due to injury, while also Stacey Francis Bateman is also one of the outs for West Perth. As I mentioned, Holly Ifold making her debut. In exchange, they have dropped 2 rucks for what is a small ball West Perth outfit, Kate Newsom and also Charlotte Vandenberg, both named as emergencies, but Vandenberg has been a late in for this side for South Fremantle today. So that's a big change for the South Fremantle side. It's going to be speed versus aggression in this round 4 WAFLW encounter. We've also got 2 other games taking place today. East Perth taking on Claremont at Sullivan Logistics Stadium, and at the present time, East Fremantle doing battle with Swan Districts over at Fremantle Oval. But it is time for action here at Pentanet Stadium. The first quarter, all thanks to Kia. Movement that inspires. Proud partners of the WAFLW for 2024. It's West Perth and South Fremantle. Rucks go at it. Thomas gets the first tap out. Hotly disputed football. McNaughton taken in the tackle. Play on, says the umpire. Mulder. Good use of the body by Mulder to keep her opponent out of the contest. Quick hands to Gilchrist. Hurries the kick towards the forward side of centre. And a lovely mark taken there by Hetherington. Hetherington also going to play an influential role in the midfield. Probing kick inside the 50. It's a 2-on-2. The foot race is led by Spryland, but getting into great position there is Sally. Sally turns to the far side of the ground. The kick intended for Ferguson. She and Basile going one-on-one for the football, but it's over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw-in on right half forward for South Fremantle. Both sides carrying strong midfield depth into this game. And it adds further importance to the centre clearance battle between the two sides. Kelly and Thomas in the ruck. It's again Thomas that gets the tap out. Kelly, quick hands. Gilchrist, probing kick from 40 metres out to the tip of the goal square. It's going to be across the face of goal and over the boundary line. South Fremantle taking the early initiative. controlling the first minute and a bit inside their forward 50. It's going to be a matter of how they can score. They did in spades against Peel Thunder last week, 4 goals in the first and third quarters. Can they do so again today? Getting the easy touch at the football there was Mulder. Falcons able to steer clear of the defensive 50. The tackle made by Bianca Webb will have a ball up about 60 metres out. Kelly with a big leap, taps it out. Getting on the end of it is Webb. Kicks into open space inside the centre square. 2-on-2 here, but it's the Bulldogs that win out through Basile. Long ball inside the 50. Goes only as far as Grasenis, who takes a good mark. Deep in defensive 50 with the left foot. 2-on-1, and reading it well there was Amara Cameron. One of the new recruits for West Perth this season. She goes down the line. Reading the bounce there was Bennett. Bennett just got boot to ball in time. Here, caught in the tackle, and it's holding the ball. The free kick's going to go the way of Vecchio for South Fremantle. Turns and kicks down the line. The mark taken by Ifold, the first gamer. Spots up her teammate. That's a lovely kick towards Spryland, and there's a target all on her own on half forward. South Fremantle with a big opportunity. Probing kick to the tip of the goal square, and the mark's been taken. Running back with the flight of the ball. The mark is comfortably taken by looks like Zoe Huggett. And Huggett will have a shot for the first goal of the afternoon for South Fremantle. Huggett kicked the 1 goal from 6 disposals last week. This for the first goal of the afternoon. She's just hooked that one across the face, one behind. South Fremantle with the first score of the afternoon. We've played almost 3.5 minutes on the Kia scoreboard. Kia movement that inspires. Proud supporters of WAFLW. South Fremantle leading by that one behind as the Falcons steer play to the outer side. And the mark is taken comfortably by Webb. She goes down the line. That's a beautiful ball out towards Ferguson. 30 disposals against Subiaco last week. They're controlling the play down the line here, West Perth. Kaufman with the mark on centre wing. Kaufman down the line to Catherine Bennett. Loses the contest this time. Kelly centering kick was a dangerous ball. Picked up brilliantly by here. Turns and kicks towards the 1-on-1. Leading in the foot race was the West Perth player in Grasenis. West Perth with some numbers. Quick hands. Into the open goal goes Price. This for the first goal of the match, and it bounces through. Price gets the first. That transition from the back line deep into attack worked wonders for the Falcons, and it's Price that gets the first goal on the board 5 minutes in. Here we see on the replay, it was a kick into space. Grasenis was in front there, and there you see around 3 South Fremantle players around the football. The hand pass came from Bennett, and then on the run, Price dribbling it towards goal. She's happy about that one. The Falcons off to the start they wanted. Got some good forward depth as well. Price looking to play a big role up forward. So too Jevna Hare. And also Catherine Bennett also playing at half forward. But the Falcons strike first. 1 goal straight to 1 behind. Thomas and Kelly in the ruck. They both miss it. It's a loose football. Capitalising on it is Cameron. Wobbly kick towards centre wing. Unable to take clean possession is here. 1-on-1. Good use of the body by Mulder to make the contest. The South Fremantle are away through Gilchrist. Centering kick is a dangerous one. 2-on-2. Numbers everywhere around the football. Hetherington taken to ground in the tackle by Ferguson. The umpires spotted a free kick. It's going to go the way of the Falcons. Ferguson having a terrific season so far. She takes play out wide. That's a comfortable mark there by Bain. Bain, oh, that was a very ordinary kick. Intercept mark taken by Stockwell. Stockwell spots up a couple of targets out wide. A kick to a contest, if you don't mind. Getting on the end of it this time is Burgeon. Burgeon hurries the kick, 2-on-1. Lovely pick up by Thomas. Hurries the kick with the left foot. It's high towards half forward. Brilliant pick up there by Webb. Webb snaps high, and a couple of players battling for the football. O'Brien was one of them for West Perth. Hand pass from Storm into space. Bulldogs have the numbers here. There was a push out. The umpires found the free kick. And that's going to go the way of South Fremantle. It'll be Caitlin Pearce in her 4th league game for the Bulldogs side. Pearce out of the back pocket, out towards half-back. Getting hands to it was Golisano. South Fremantle with that extra number. Hand pass mopped up by here. Couldn't get boot to ball in time. Play on, says the umpire. Well done there by Bennett. Breaks free from the first, but unable to break free from the second. And the free kick's going to go the way of South Fremantle, holding the ball. Janika Bradley laid into the side. Bradley goes long. West Perth players all around the football. One of them is Sally. Quick hands. Quick kick towards half forward. The mark's comfortably taken there again by Bradley. Going inboard. Spilling the mark is Hetherington. Cleaning up the fumbles was Stockwell. Now South Fremantle have an opportunity to penetrate the forward half. West Perth players all around the football. Good use of the body there by Kirkbride. Taking her opponent out of the contest. Hand pass intended for Perora. She goes to ground. Keeping her feet there with Smogovic. South Fremantle have a big chance to answer that early West Perth goal. Stockwell. Oh, in fact, that's McNaughton, I should say. Through the traffic. High ball inside the 50. The umpire's blown the whistle and a free kick has been found. It's on half forward. And it'll be South Fremantle that'll take the free kick. This will be Sedaris. Sedaris gives it off to Stockwell. Looks to pump it long towards the tip of the goal square. Brilliant play there from Sally. At the tip of the goal square. Spots up here. Falcons look to steer clear of the defensive half as here goes down the line. That's a good kick and it spots up Catherine Bennett. Bennett spots up a target inboard. West Perth now looking to open up the play here. Burgeon. Long ball towards a one-on-one. In from the side there was Cameron. Hand pass to Bennett. Just got the handball away in time. Some good pressure on the ball being applied by South Fremantle here. Not letting West Perth at the moment break free. Past halfway. Hurried kick from Cronin. Brilliant pick up there by Mulder. Runs to 50. Long ball. Sways to the left. And it's going to bounce over the line. It'll be a boundary throw-in. South Fremantle again starting to pepper the goal face. They haven't got any reward for it, only just the one behind. 11 minutes to go on the Kia scoreboard this opening term. West Perth leading by just the 5. That goal coming in from Alyssa Price at the 5-minute mark of this quarter. Rucks go at it. Hetherington snatches it out of the ruck. Opens up the goal face, looking to pull it back across the body, only as far as Bailey. Lovely pick up from Bailey. She takes it and goes. The kick towards a 2-on-1, if you don't mind. Ifold got hands to it. Her kick smothered brilliantly by Ferguson. And the umpires found a free kick. There was some holding on. Ferguson will take the free kick on half-back. Going very short there, but it's Golisano who takes the mark. Gives it off to the hard-running Dunn. Long ball down the line. Good use of the body by Pearce. Pearce got the handball away in time. It's into open space. Smogovic couldn't take clean possession. Numbers converging at the coalface here. Good on-ball pressure applied by both sides. The whistle is sounded and a free kick is going to go the way of Vecchio for South Fremantle. Vecchio goes towards half forward. Over the head of her intended target. Brilliant pick up by Basile. Taken to ground. Play on, says the umpire. Handball over the top. Was looking for Mulder. Grasenis mops it up. Gets around 2 would-be tacklers. Long ball with the left foot towards half-back. South Fremantle with the numbers. A couple at the back of the contest. Well done by Bennett there. Toe pokes off the ground. South Fremantle with an extra number at the contest here. That is Storm. Quick hands over to Vecchio. Goes short. And Pearce will look to settle things on the wing. Pearce spots a target. That's a good kick and a lovely mark taken by Sedaris. Sedaris was her second mark so far in this quarter. 9 minutes remaining on the Kia scoreboard. The kick is long. West Perth with the numbers. And it's comfortably taken by Yvna Hare. Yeah, kicks towards half-back, just over the top there of Priora. There's a race on for the ball. The two number 13s going at it. It's a stalemate in that contest. Burgeon just got the handball away in time. To the hard-running Price. Can go over the top. This time it's Webb. Goes around the traffic. Hand pass, bounce favours Price. Her kick was a bit of an awkward one. Bennett gathers off the loose ball. Kicks long towards half-forward. Goes looking there for O'Brien. No mark taken. 2-on-1 here. Brilliant pick up by Pears. Hugging the boundary line, but just got the kick away in time. Getting the sit there was Young. Under a bit of pressure. O'Brien. Plucks it out the back. West Perth with numbers around the football. Well done there by Russo. Gets around two tacklers. Will go over the top. It was a dangerous handball. Almost high. Back to Russo. Goes to the open goal. Doesn't make the distance. Or does it? And eventually goes over the line for a behind. Well, I have to say that was a bit unfortunate for Russo there, because that would have been a great goal on the run, but the ball all of a sudden just stopped moving. Nonetheless, West Perth lead at 1-1 to 1 behind as the Bulldogs go long towards half-back. Here. Showboats along the ground. Well done by Hare going after the loose ball. Kicked high towards full forward. Bennett unfavoured by the bounce. Charging after it, Golisano. And a collision there on half forward. And it's going to be a free kick. It's going to go the way, I would say, of West Perth. And it looks like Golisano will take the free kick. Golisano's got the ball about 55 out from goal. It's now West Perth's turn over the last minute and a half to pepper the goals. Golisano goes short. Well done there by Russo. Gets around the traffic, turns and kicks for goal. It's swinging back, but it's not going to make the journey. And on the last line of defence, the Bulldogs were able to stop the Falcons in their tracks. Long kick to a contest. And the mark's taken. Bennett. Bennett read the play brilliantly. She's going to centre the ball. Brilliant play by West Perth. And the mark's taken by Ferguson, who elects to turn and kick towards a teammate in Webb. Under a bit of pressure, stood underneath it. Here comes Bennett, gets around one, turns the Bulldogs inside out, goes towards goal, but it's mopped up by O'Brien, and she gets the easy goal. So Erin O'Brien gets West Perth's second in a row, and with just about 6 minutes remaining on the Kia scoreboard, West Perth go to 2-1-13. South Fremantle just the one behind. Here we see on the replay. Stood underneath it there, did Webb, and then Bennett just went after the loose ball. Was that a pass? You'd have to say it looked like a bit of a setup there from Bennett when she went to go for goal, but it fell into the arms of O'Brien, who went into the open goal and kicked definitely the easiest goal. But it's West Perth, and they've got the early momentum, 2-1-13 to 1 behind. South Fremantle, they've peppered the 50s in this first quarter, but with little reward, only that one behind to show. They'll be desperately looking for an answer. They've got an opportunity here. Bradley gets taken to the tackle. Play on, says the umpire. Comes out to Kaufman. Loose ball picked up by Webb. West Perth again looking to play it towards half forward. The kick was a wobbler. Here, well done there by Hare. Got it out to the hard-running Teal Bennett. Bennett's kick was a high one, almost a wobbler. Well done there by Kaufman. Russo goes off the deck towards the pocket, and it's going to be over the line. And it'll be a boundary throw-in. A throw-in on the forward pocket for West Perth. They're starting to assert their authority in this game. South Fremantle have played a very good brand of pressure football. It's just not showing on the scoreboard. No doubt Craig Norton will no doubt address that emphatically during the quarter-time break. Russo, sensational so far this season and in the Rogers Cup Grand Final last year, but she went to the well one too many times and she's caught holding the ball. The Bulldogs looking to release the pressure. High ball towards half-back. Good spoil from behind. Thomas getting into the contest. Numbers converging at the coalface here. Burgeon. Gilchrist. Hurried kick. Play on, says the umpire. It was touched off the boot. Storm putting her head over the football. And she's going to get the free kick. High tackle there against Bennett. So Indy Storm on right half back for South Fremantle. Storm kicks long down the line. Ball spills free. And it'll be over the line. We'll have a throw in, it looks like. No, it's going to be a free kick. The umpire making the lasso motion. And the free kick will go the way of Yvna Hare for West Perth, who hasn't got any options presenting, so she has to go down the line, but well read there by O'Brien. Takes the mark in front of our commentary position. O'Brien will go onto the left foot. And that's a beautiful kick to the leading Russo. Russo, as I mentioned earlier, sensational in the Rogers Cup Grand Final last year. Long ball and a great mark. Cronin. Good use of the body and able to take the easy mark. Cronin will send it long towards the wing. West Perth with the numbers. Ball spills out the back. Good hands there. Handball was from Vandenberg. And allows South Fremantle to steer clear of the congestion. One-on-one here, but the ball beats them both. That being Grasenis and Sprylen. We'll have a boundary throw-in on right centre wing. If you're just joining us for the first time, West Perth leading 2-1-13 to South Fremantle, just the one behind. We'll also keep you up to date with the other game that is going on, East Fremantle and Swan Districts. That one is going down to the wire over at Fremantle Oval. Stockwell gets on the end of it, turns and kicks towards half forward, but the mark's comfortably taken by Ferguson. Ferguson, that is her fifth disposal, and in from the side, a great mark by Burgeon. Burgeon will spot up Golisano. Golisano chips towards Sally, takes it and goes. Sally in front of our commentary position, kicks, it was a wonky one. Unable to grasp the mark was Russo. Mulder, the first gamer, gets the handball away to Smogovic. Under a bit of pressure, Mulder gets it back. Kick brilliantly smothered there by Bennett. West Perth with some extra numbers around the football. The umpire spotted the free kick, and it's going to go the way of Teal Bennett. Only a sixth game with West Perth in WAFLW. Bennett goes long, and that's a good mark taken by Emily Bennett. From one Bennett to another. Emily Bennett, long ball. That's a good kick. That's Kaufman. Kaufman offering a great lead on right half forward. Got some options presenting. Inside 50. She sets it up. High ball. Kick from the side there. Stockwell couldn't complete the mark. Russo taken to ground but got the handball away in time. Golisano hurries the kick. It's deep in the Falcons attacking 50. Less than a minute to go before quarter time. Price takes possession. Got the handball away. Cameron runs into a brick wall of Bulldog tacklers. Plucks it out. South Fremantle with some numbers. And Ifold will clear out at defensive 50. That's a good kick. Vecchio takes it and goes. Goes short and finds Sedaris. And the Bulldogs get a late answer. Sedaris, long ball, probing kick towards half forward. 2-on-1 here. The tackle made by Burgeon. Play on, says the umpire. Falcons getting numbers at the coalface. The umpire will call for the ball as the clock will tick away towards quarter time. Vecchio almost copped one to the ribs there as the siren goes to end the first quarter here at Pentanet Stadium in Joondalup. West Perth kicking the first 2 goals of the game, despite South Fremantle peppering the goals in the early minutes with a little reward. We'll be back with the second quarter here at Pentanet Stadium with leading possession getters and updates from other games. It's West Perth leading by 12 points.
Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright.
What's poppin'?
Who you a
Brand new
fool for
whip,
this?
just hopped in. Just hopped in.
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. This for my headers. Listen. Back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia, movement that inspires.
siren.
Oh, now goodness gracious me.
Plays it along the ice into the net and scores.
Gets the team off to a flyer.
Giving it everything. It's a great goal.
Goalkeeper again came up big.
To take the win here in the King of the Hill.
Ball up for the Cookie Monster. Heavy hip and shoulder there. One with the Eshin.
An amazing win.
Oh, what a goal that is!
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams. While you were chasing everything else but me, I'm starting to break out from your grave. See, I finally opened up my eyes.
Welcome back to Pentanet Stadium, our live coverage of WAFLW football. West Perth and South Fremantle doing battle in round 4, and it's the Falcons leading last year's preliminary finalists by 12 points, 2-1-13 to just the one behind. Leading possession getters for the sides. First off, West Perth. Yvna Hare seeing plenty of the football, 8 disposals. Megan Kaufman with 6, Emily and Catherine Bennett with 5 each, as well as Teal Bennett and Taylor Ferguson. While for South Fremantle, Gilchrist has 6, Cronin has 5, so too does Caitlin Pearce, Poppy Stockwell and Lauren Vecchio. In other games, what a thriller it was at Fremantle Community Bank Oval. East Fremantle getting up by a point over Swan Districts, 5-2 to 4-7. And the game that's taking place in just a few minutes from now, East Perth taking on Claremont at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. That one too should be a very interesting contest. The second quarter, all thanks to the West Coast Eagles, proud foundation partners of WAFLW and supporters of women's football. West Perth leading by 12 points. The second term is underway. Thomas wins it out of the ruck. Looking to spin out of trouble there was Kaufman. Got the handball over the top to Golisano. Kicks long towards half forward, one-on-one. Ball bounces in favour of Bennett. Turns onto the left foot. High probing kick towards the tip of the goal square. Running onto it there is the number 10 in here. Looking to go for goal, but just beaten to it. It's over the line for a behind. So immediately the centre clearance game working wonders for West Perth. South Fremantle, they've got to find a way to counter. South Fremantle opting for speed and pace in this game. The kick from full-back, not too flash, I'm afraid. Golisano turns and kicks short and finds Bennett. Bennett was looking for a target going forward, but she says, no, I'll go back and have a shot for goal. Catherine Bennett starting on half forward. Will be on the verge of playing game number 50 later this season. Solid half forward. A very good kick. Not afraid to put her body on the line of the contest. A very ferocious player. Bennett for the first goal of the second quarter. Low trajectory kick, but it's got the distance, it's got the accuracy. Bennett strikes. So Catherine Bennett gets the first goal of the second term for West Perth. And that set up from that turnover committed by the Bulldogs from their defensive half was all down to some good forward pressure. Have a look at this on the replay. The mark taken by Golisano, and then she spotted up Bennett free inside the 50. That is a big breakdown in defence by the Bulldogs. They cannot afford to let forwards like Bennett roam free in the 50 and get easy opportunities out in front of goal. If you have players like Price, Bennett, and also Yvna Hare seeing plenty of the football and winning those uncontested possessions, then your defence is going to have problems. But Catherine Bennett, a very good start for her and for West Perth in this second term. 19 plays 1. Just 2 minutes into this second term. Thomas again winning the hit out in the ruck. Golisano gets it out to Bennett. Goes over the top. Back to the running Golisano. Long probing kick towards half forward. Great pick up in the end by Cameron, who gives it off to Golisano, who kicks towards the pocket. And the mark is comfortably taken by Erin O'Brien. And she'll be going for her second goal. And it's again down to that centre clearance game. West Perth have just got a little more running players at the moment. South Fremantle immediately falling behind and being second to the football. This for O'Brien's second goal. From 30 metres with the left foot, and she struck it brilliantly. O'Brien delivers again for West Perth. That is her second goal, and those 2 goals have come up in less than 2 minutes. To start the term, South Fremantle immediately with their backs to the wall. As we see on the replay, this was a lovely pickup by Cameron. Spotted Golisano going past. And just kicking to their targets, West Perth, another area in their game that they have developed brilliantly throughout this season so far. They've been a much more efficient team, a much more physical team. South Fremantle, safe to say, they have been shell-shocked in this first half, considering that they've had the wood over West Perth, winning all of their past 5 meetings. South Fremantle desperately need an answer. West Perth have had the run of play all throughout the afternoon so far, and they'll look to do so again. Thomas with the tap out to the running Kaufman. Long kick, penetrating the 50. It's a foot race for the football. Dirk wins out. Just got it away in time. The kick doesn't cover much ground, however. Tackle made there on Price. Tackler was Wilkins. Will have a ball up. If you look at the inside 50 count, 11-7 in favour of West Perth. The mark's 24-12, so West Perth have doubled South Fremantle's marking tally. On the end of it, Gilchrist unable to take clean possession. Price, quick handball into space. Kaufman first to it. With the right foot towards the tip of the goal square. It's bouncing towards the pocket. Cameron just overrunning it there. Brilliant pick up by Cronin. Probing long ball towards half back for South Fremantle. Here, spilled the mark. Bennett looking to get on the end of it. Strong, hard tackle, but it looked like it was just a little high there. The umpire spotting the free kick. It's going to go the way of, looks like Caitlin Pearce for South Fremantle on half back. Has someone going past with a handball. It's Gilchrist. The kick towards a one-on-one. Spryland was in front. Almost got a knock to the back there, but followed it up, picking up the clean ball. And she was slung to the ground in that tackle by Salah. The umpire finds the free kick. Good kick by Spryland to Stockwell, who marks on centre wing. South Fremantle, they've got to find a way to counter West Perth's speed and pressure at the football. Awkward bouncing ball. It was a good pick up there from Kelly, but couldn't maintain it. Vecchio getting in amongst it. Good team tackling here by the Falcons, not letting Hetherington find some daylight. It's going to be a ball up on half forward for South Fremantle. They've been able to break free from the West Perth defensive pressure, but they've just got to find a way to pepper the goals and get some reward on the scoreboard. But again, West Perth are able to win the clearance here through Kaufman. High ball, but that's a beautiful mark. Running back with the flight of the ball is comfortably taken there by Young. Goes in board. And spots up Spryland. Spryland, this will only be a third disposal. Had a quiet quarter. At full stretch, no mark there. To Kelly, play on, says the umpire. Thomas. Kaufman goes over the top. Russo almost got brought to ground. Got the handball away in time. So too Bennett. Good strong tackle by here. It's going to be a ball up. 4-2 plays one behind. The margin 25 points. Here at Pentanet Stadium, 28 degrees. Although a lot more pleasant than what it has been over the last few weeks. It's been quite humid. The players certainly feeling it, but it's nice and pleasant here today. South Fremantle with some numbers at the front of the football. Spryland keeping it in play. The kick was a bit of a hesitant one there. Good pressure by the Bulldogs here. Smogovic gets it out to Hetherington, who kicks towards half forward. It was a bit of a wobbler. Well done there by Vecchio. Quick kick inside the 50, one-on-one. In front position there was Bailey. Keeps the ball to her advantage. Well done there by Bailey. Even better by McNaughton, swooping in on the loose ball. South Fremantle looking to get extra numbers at the contest. Well done by South Fremantle. Opportunity for Hetherington. Can she deliver? The kick to the tip of the goal square. Doesn't make the journey. Ferguson on the last line of defence takes the mark. Takes it and goes. Plays it to the outer side. It's Webb. Clearing the defensive 50. Into space. Was an awkward kick. 3-on-1 in favour of the Bulldogs. Wilkins swoops in. Goes for the short pass and finds Vecchio. She'll go in board, an ordinary kick. And the intercept mark comfortably taken for West Perth, deep in the defensive 50. And now the Falcons through Piora. Spots up Bennett. Good pick up there by Bennett. Gets around the would-be tackler. Goes in board inside the centre square. Bounce favours Kaufman. Takes it and goes. Probing kick inside the 50. One-on-one. Cameron up against Dirk. Dirk will win this contest this time. She played it safe there, did Dirk, but very smart defensive football, playing the safe option and taking it over the line for a minor score. 4-3-27 to 1 behind. That's on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard. 12 minutes remaining before half-time. Still West Perth in control, but South Fremantle still showing that good pressure football, but no reward on the scoreboard in this quarter. If they can get a goal here, it will really bolster their confidence a little bit more. Ball spills loose. Lovely hip and shoulder by Spryland. Meeting the contest as well as Sally. And the ball will spill out of bounds. And it'll be a free kick. Lasso effect being applied by the umpire. And the free kick will be taken by Dunn. Well done there by Sally to go and meet the contest. That's the reason why it went out of bounds. One-on-one. Dirk, lucky not to concede the free kick. Running onto the loose ball is Russo. Gets around the would-be tacklers. Here, Hurries the kick inside the 50. Bennett couldn't take clean possession, nor could Wilkins. Tackle. Written into the ground was the Bulldogs player. Bennett, quick hands to O'Brien, pulls it back around the body. Mulder under a bit of pressure. Ferguson has a fresh airy. Free kick's been spotted by the umpire. And it's going to go the way of West Perth. I'd have to say, Mulder just a little bit unlucky. Both were contesting for the football. They were battling hard, but the umpire spotted the free kick. Turns out Ferguson is being held on to without the ball. This for West Perth's 5th goal of the day. Ferguson strolls in and kicks the goal. So Ferguson makes it a 3rd goal for the Falcons in this 2nd term. And they are running away with this one at the moment. 5-3 plays one behind. And as we see on the replay, Aaron pulling it back across the body. Mulder not able to take it on the half volley. They were both battling for the ball. And there was that moment the umpire found the free kick. Mulder did have a grip on the Guernsey of Ferguson. The umpire said it was holding on, but Ferguson battled hard for the football there. She was showing her tenacity and grit deep in defence. Very physical player, good in and under player down in defence and also a bit in midfield. A little bit unlucky to concede the free kick. And subsequently, West Perth's 5th goal of the day. They're doing everything right, West Perth. They're making a real statement this season. They've had 2 easy wins. 3 easy wins, rather. There was one against Subiaco, a side that missed the finals last year, like the Falcons. And many were expecting South Fremantle to be that first real big test, given that the Bulldogs made the preliminary final last year. But they're doing everything right, as I said, West Perth. Free kick's been found in the centre. And it's going to go the way of Kelly for South Fremantle. Kelly alongside the centre circle, kicks long towards half forward. On a great lead. The mark brilliantly taken by Stockwell. Has a bounce, kicks inside the 50. 2-on-1 in favour of West Perth. Looking to keep it alive there was Bain, but just runs out of room. Will have a boundary throw in. $32 points. The difference in favour of West Perth. Just under 9 minutes remaining on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard. Scores from other games. East Fremantle got up by a point, 32-31 over Swan Districts in a thriller over at Fremantle Oval. We'll also keep you up to date with the game between East Perth and Claremont. Golisano applies the tackle, and it'll be a ball up. South Fremantle desperately need an answer. Grasenis goes over the top. Sally, wobbly kick, still in the defensive 50. Charging after it is Bennett. Hurried kick out of the defensive 50. 1-on-1 for the loose football. Price does it brilliantly. Hurries the kick towards the forward side of centre. Bounce awkward for Pears. Well done there by Dunn. Got the handball away. Play on, says the umpire. Gilchrist hurriedly gets boot to ball. 2-on-1 here. The Falcons with the numbers, but in from the side. Once again, Pears swooping in after the loose ball and gets stopped in her tracks there by Emily Bennett. And we'll have a ball up just on the edge of the centre square. Thomas working it to the front. Gets through the traffic. Probing kick with the left foot towards half forward, and the mark brilliantly taken in the 1-on-1 by Dunn. The 228's going at it, and Dunn one out. High ball, 1-on-1. In from the side, Ferguson. Ferguson on the second attempt takes the mark, and she'll have a shot for goal from about 25 out directly in front. And this will be for her 2nd goal in a row. The strength that Dunn and Ferguson have got in those 1-on-1s, providing Craig McNaughton, the Bulldogs coach, with some headaches as Ferguson goes for goal. That one is hooked across the face and only for one behind. (5-4) plays one behind. West Perth commanding this game on their forward half. South Fremantle looking to find a way to break free. Long ball towards half back. It's a 2-on-1 out there. South Fremantle gain that extra number. Ball spills loose. Gilchrist runs out of room. We'll have a throw in. The other game going on at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. It's only a point the margin halfway through the opening term, Claremont leading 1-1-7 to 1 straight 6 against East Perth. Keep you right up to date with that one as things develop. And as we said earlier, East Fremantle getting the chocolates over Swan Districts, but only just a single point in it between the two sides. On the end of it is Webb. Wobbly kick towards half forward. South Fremantle with extra numbers around the footy. High kick. Sprylan and Here one-on-one. Here couldn't complete the mark. Well done by Mulder. Handball partially smothered. Sally just got it away in time. The umpire looks to say otherwise. The free kick's going to go. Looks like it's going to go the way of West Perth, it seems. It looked as though it's going to go the way of South Fremantle at first. It's going to be Golisano who takes the free kick on right centre wing. She'll go inboard at full stretch. That is a good mark taken by Webb. Webb, probing kick towards full forward. And on the last line, that is a very good mark taken by Wilkins. Wilkins will take it across the face of goal, and it's marked by Pears. Pears will go long. That's a great mark in from the side. That is a great mark by Stockwell. Been one of the Bulldogs' best so far. Stockwell goes down the line. Numbers around the contest here. Putting her head over the football was Sprylan. Brilliant desperation. So too from Hetherington. Hetherington hurries the kick, one-on-one. And that's a lovely mark, going with courage. Webb rides the bump and takes the mark. In front of our commentary position is Webb. She kicks towards the attacking half of the ground. Bennett gets on the end of it, taken in the tackle by Dirk. Mulder, Stockwell gets it back to Mulder, pulls it back. That's a good kick, well spotted. Taken by Smogovic, takes it and goes. Smogovic's kick intended for McNaughton. Good hip and shoulder there by Bradley. Good physicality being shown at the football. To South Fremantle's credit, even though they've let 5 goals go by, they're still showing that desperation, putting their heads over the football. It's just the way West Perth are able to find the gaps through the corridor and penetrate the forward half. They've got many more avenues to goal than what South Fremantle have got at the present time. Using her pace is Price. Kept her feet brilliantly, did Price. Just out of time to take clean possession, because as soon as she did, she got nailed in the tackle by Storm. It was a good tackle there by Storm. It looked as though Price was going to take clean possession and go off to the races, but it looks as though Storm had other ideas with a beautiful tackle. Kelly knocks it down to the ruck. South Fremantle with a chance, and that's a great mark at full stretch taken by Hetherington. Hetherington turns and kicks to Sprylan, just over Sprylan's head. Sally, good use of the body to take Sprylan out of the contest. Hands it off to Here. The kick was a bit of an awkward one. That's a good mark, well read by Smogovic. Opportunity here for South Fremantle. Smogovic goes high and long towards half forward. Roving it out the back is Bailey. Stopped in her tracks by Basile. That's a great tackle by Basile. She gets the free kick. Basile spots up a target at the tip of the goal square. It's high. Big leap from the side. No mark. Mopped up by Ferguson. Ferguson's kick, well spoiled there by Sprylan. And Sprylan will force the stoppage. That's going to allow the Bulldogs to reset with some extra numbers inside that forward 50. Sally was anticipating the easy mark, stood underneath it, but didn't count on Sprylan charging in from the side and getting the spoil over the line. Taking it out of the ruck there was Bradley. Vecchio brought to ground. And the umpire has found, looks like it's found a free kick. Yes, he has. And it's going to go the way of Bradley. In fact, that's Vandenberg, I should say. But Charlie Vandenberg laid in for the side today. He's got the free kick. She's just inside the 50. Thumps it long. It's coming back, but doesn't make the journey. It's Ferguson once again who takes the mark on the last line of defence. Long ball, one-on-one. Great mark by Kaufman. Kaufman sizing up her options across the ground, but elects to go down the line at full stretch. The mark was spilled, but the free kick has been found. Bit of high contact on Kelly. Kelly will go inboard, and that's a brilliant mark over the pack. That is Hetherington, who marks just inside the 50. She's usually a big kick. Desperately needed South Fremantle this first goal. If Hetherington can deliver. Slews off the side of the boot. Ferguson couldn't complete the mark. Spryland goes in there. Spryland couldn't get the handball away. Good strong tackling here by West Perth. They want to chew up as much time as possible. South Fremantle, if they can get a goal right on half-time, will really spark their confidence heading into the second half. Vandenberg gets the tap out, but only as far as Ferguson. Hurries the kick. Brilliant pick up by Russo. Fumbles, but tidies up. Gets through the traffic. Low trajectory kick towards the defensive side of centre. Bennett couldn't take clean possession. Has some company in the form of Teal Bennett. But South Fremantle with the numbers. Can they muster one more opportunity before half-time? It doesn't look like it. Cameron taps it to her advantage. Just got the handball away in time. Bennett goes to ground, and that will be all she wrote for the first half. West Perth in complete command, but South Fremantle, to their credit, still playing that physical pressure brand, but for little reward. They've only got the one behind to show for it. West Perth, they've got 5 goals, 4 on the board. They lead it by 33 points. And they are looking the goods at the present time for their 4th straight win. Although there's still a half to go, South Fremantle doing some things right, but some of the other fundamentals are just not going well for them. Leading possession getters, first of all, for West Perth. Megan Kaufman with 13. Taylor Ferguson with 11. 10 each for Golisano, Here and Webb. While for South Fremantle, Ariana Hetherington, the Bulldogs' best, with 10 disposals. Gilchrist Stockwell with 9, and Hunter Cronin has 8. The only multiple goal kicker in this game is Erin O'Brien. She has 2 for West Perth. We'll be back with the second half shortly. It is the Falcons leading the Bulldogs by 33 points.
Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. This for my headers. Listen. Ooh, back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Dramatic victory! A goal on the siren!
They called out, goodness gracious me!
Plays it along the ice, into the net and scores!
Gets the team off to a flyer!
Giving it everything, it's a great goal! And the celebration carried the extraordinary upset. Goalkeeper again came up big.
The Cookie Monster. Heavy hip and shoulder there. One was for Ashton.
An amazing win.
Oh, what a goal that is!
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your grave. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me come I'm starting to break out from your grave. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I knew one day would come back around. The future is now. The future is now. I'm not backing down, 'cause the future is now. Not backing down, 'cause the future is now. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I knew one day would come back around. The future is now. The future is now. The future is now.
What's poppin'?
Who you a
Brand
fool
new
for
whip,
this?
just hopped in. Just hopped in.
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. This for my headers. Listen. Ooh, back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my break though. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Dramatic victory! A goal on the siren!
They called him, goodness gracious me! Plays it along the ice, into the net and scores! Gets the team off to a flyer! Giving it everything, it's a great goal!
And the celebration carried the extraordinary upset.
Goalkeeper again came up big!
To take the win here in the King
Cookie Monster. Heavy hip and shoulder there. One with for Essen. An amazing win. Oh, what a goal that is!
Welcome back to Streamers Live coverage of WAFLW football. We're not too far away from the second half proceeding here at Pentanet Stadium in Joondalup. Sunny Saturday afternoon, and it is West Perth with a very healthy lead of 33 points, 5-4 to just the one behind. Megan Kaufman with the 13 disposals for West Perth, and Ariana Hetherington and Poppy Stockwell the best for South Fremantle with 10 disposals each. Erin O'Brien is the only multiple goal kicker. She's got 2 for West Perth. Kicked one midway with 5 minutes to go rather in the first quarter, and very early in the second term. Clint Degebrant, the new West Perth coach, delighted with the side's effort so far. Craig McNaughton, on the other hand, really pleading for a greater effort from South Fremantle in the second half. Away we go. This third quarter, all thanks to the West Coast Eagles. Kelly knocks it down. Bennett gets on the end of it. She's taken to ground on the tackle. Play on, says the umpire. Thomas, strong tackle. The umpire calls for the ball. Thomas with a strong tackle on Poppy Stockwell. Just a little bit worse for wear there is Stockwell. And it looks like she's just clutching onto her wrist there for the moment. That doesn't look too good for South Fremantle. As I mentioned, just before the third quarter got underway, one of the Bulldogs' best players, and there's a free kick that's going to go the way of Kaufman for West Perth. Mulder just looks like she just got Kaufman around the chin there, but Kaufman will wear that one off and take the kick. It's a long one out towards half forward. No mark taken. Russo looking to swoop in on the ground ball. Bennett does likewise. Handball over the top. Russo feeling the pressure there from Mulder. Now South Fremantle can clear the defensive 50. One-on-one, Hetherington in front. Just got boot to ball, doesn't cover much ground. Spills to the turf, and there's a push out. And South Fremantle will take the free kick. And just across from the centre circle, it's going to be Pears. Releases Gilchrist with the handball. Takes a bounce along centre wing. Probing kick towards right half forward. One-on-one, Hetherington against Grasenis. Hetherington wins out, gets the handball to Gilchrist, fumbles, looking to tidy up, socket off the ground there by Burgeon. Gilchrist again going off the deck, and the mark's taken by Mulder. Mulder playing in her first game. Has had a serviceable debut, late 3 tackles. This will be her 7th disposal. The kick's a long one, spilling the mark there was the West Perth player. Opportunity for Spryland, close to the boundary line, runs out of room. And we'll have a throw-in in South Fremantle's forward pocket. Start of this third quarter, a bit of a mirror image to the opening quarter, where they peppered the inside 50s, but with minimal reward. What can the Bulldogs muster here? Hetherington knocks it down. Mulder pulls it back. It's a high ball, one-on-one. Awkward bouncing ball. Waiting out in front there was number 21 in Huggett. Goes to ground. Opportunity for the Bulldogs. Sedaris snaps towards goal, and that breaks the duck for South Fremantle. Just what they needed to start the second half. Pippa Sedaris gets the first one on the board for the Bulldogs. And that is at the 3-minute mark of this third term. Here we see on the replay. There's an awkward bouncing ball. Huggett able to read it well. It was brought to ground, but she just got it off in time. And there you see a couple of extra South Fremantle players at the contest, and was able to come there to Sedaris, who hurried to snap off a couple of steps with the right foot and put through a beautiful goal. A much needed one for South Fremantle. That's their first of the day. And they go to 1-1-7, trailing West Perth 5-4-34. That's on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard. We've played just 3 minutes in this term. Will this spark a bit of a run for South Fremantle, perhaps? They got off to the good start they wanted. They peppered the goals in the first quarter, only the one behind. They've done it again, and they've got a goal. What can they muster here? Handball over the top. Basile could take clean possession. Well done there by Bennett. Got the handball out to Kaufman. Got around 2 would-be tacklers. Quick hands. Thomas. Well stood up on the tackle to the hard-running Burgeon. Through the corridor go the Falcons. Bennett. Long probing kick inside the 50, but it's into space. Looking to rove it out the back there was Wilkins, which he held. Play on, says the umpire. The kick bounces in favour of Gilchrist. Got the sit. Turns and kicks intended for Pears. Pears and Bennett going at it. Good shepherd too there from Her teammate allows pairs to spear the ball towards the forward half. Hetherington, well stood up in the tackle. Brilliantly done by Hetherington. Has a bounce, runs to 50. This will be a great goal if the Bulldogs can get it. The kick was a bit of a low trajectory one. It's 2-on-1 in favour of the Falcons. Paora, awkward kick, still inside the 50. Hetherington, brought to ground, just got the kick away in time. McNaughton goes to the deck. Gilchrist, brought to ground. Bulldogs applying the pressure on the ball. Well done there. Ball plucked out. Here comes Sedaris. Pulls it back across the body. It's bouncing, but taking it over the line there was the West Perth player in Bain. It's only a behind. So 1-2-8 plays 5-4-34. Margin is 26 points. Long ball towards half-back. Getting hands to it was Stockwell. Great mark. Opportunity here for the Bulldogs. Sets it up to Stockwell. High ball. 2-on-1. Bain takes it over the line. Much better start here by South Fremantle. They're peppering the goals. They've got a major on the board. It's all about, for them, following it up and getting on a run. West Perth have gotten on top of the Bulldogs for 2 quarters. Keep in mind, West Perth had a couple of fade-outs in a couple of games this season. They wouldn't want to manage another one. Kaufman gets on the end of it. She's been very lively in this game as Kaufman. The kick is into space. O'Brien swings onto the left foot. That kick also into space, but it's met by Russo. Good class there by Russo. The hand pass bounced awkwardly. It's in the hands there of Price. Price's kick bounces in favourably for Wilkins. Wilkins spots up Vecchio on the edge of the 50. Vecchio will go down the line. That is an ordinary kick, and it's chopped up by Bennett. Bennett will go short, and it's marked by O'Brien, about 60 out from goal. O'Brien with the left foot, slews off the side. 2 Bulldogs around the football, and it's an easy mark taken deep in defence. Going short, taking it on the half volley and then kicks towards half back, and Bennett again. 2 great intercept marks from Emily Bennett. And a solid start to the season. We'll set it up now to the tip of the goal square. Players in front at full stretch. That is a great mark there by Storm. Storm, that is her 3rd mark of the day. Storm will have to play on. Dangerous ball, and the mark has been taken by Basley. Basley in great position to take the mark, had 2 West Perth players around her. Basley's kick going inboard, dangerous, and it's Hare that takes the mark. Hare spots up the lead. That is a beautiful kick. Unable to complete the mark is Ferguson, looking to mop it up. Just got the kick away in time from the fast approaching tackler. It's bouncing. I think that's a goal. Yes! Taylor Ferguson kicks the goal. That is her 2nd of the afternoon. And that answers the South Fremantle goal by Sedaris. West Perth go to 6-4-40. South Fremantle 1-2-8. Here we see on the replay, Ferguson looked to have completed the mark, just let it slip at the last moment and then stood up in the tackle, hurriedly got the kick away. And then running onto it there was Wilkins. Unlucky to get that bounce. And that is a Ferguson goal out of the blue. That's her 2nd. Think about this. South Fremantle had about 3 or 4 players around the goal square, and they couldn't stop it. That Bulldogs back line is really being put to the test today. 6-4-40 to 1-2-8. The margin, 32 points. With about 11.5 minutes remaining. That's on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard. In the centre circle, the umpire's found a holding the player free kick. It's going to go the way of Kirkbride. Kirkbride also making her debut today. Kirkbride's kick is marked by Bennett at full stretch. Another terrific game from Emily Bennett. That's her 5th mark. Kicks long towards full forward. Catherine Bennett. Brought to ground with a hard, strong tackle. Russo through the traffic. Shoots towards goal and misses to the far side. (41 plays 8, 33 points the margin, midway through this third term. If you're just joining us for the first time, streamer.com.au. Both sides have kicked a goal each. South Fremantle breaking their duck through Pippa Sideris. And then Taylor Ferguson getting one from absolutely nowhere. Getting her second for the day. Forward pressure game by West Perth. Controlling it in their forward half has been one of the very important factors contributing to this score. West Perth's pressure around the football. Their avenues to goal. They've really made South Fremantle work hard here today as the kick is taken by Bennett. Mark just outside the 50. Emily Bennett, that's mark number 6. Turns and kicks inboard. That is a beautiful kick. And the mark is comfortably taken by Price. About 35 out directly in front. Brilliant spot up by Bennett. Just had to lower the eyes, find a target offering a lead. Price was able to break free from that congested setup and find some space inside the 50 and took a great mark on the chest. This for Price's second to make the margin 39 points. That is a beautiful kick. Never looked like missing. Price gets her second. Here is the replay. This is a brilliant setup by Bennett. And as you see there, a couple of Bulldogs defenders weren't marking Price close enough to aim to stop her lead towards the football off that Bennett kick. And as I said earlier, that Bulldogs backline really being put to the test and often being second to the football. And Alyssa Price broke free from the shackles, offering the lead inside 50, capped it off with a great goal. She joins Taylor Ferguson as multiple goal kickers this afternoon. 39 points the margin. Gilchrist goes off the deck, goes after the loose ball, kept her feet brilliantly, runs to 50, probing kick towards full forward, and that is a great mark taken there by Huggett. Well, that's the answer South Fremantle were looking for. They wanted to get that immediate centre clearance. Gilchrist, who has been one of the Bulldogs' best today, tapped it to her advantage, went after the loose ball, kept on attacking, and then Huggett inside the 50, used the body brilliantly and took a very good mark. From 30 metres out, that is as straight as a die. Brilliant goal from Zoe Huggett and a great response by South Fremantle. So in less than a couple of minutes, South Fremantle get the answer that they are looking for. With just about 7.5 minutes remaining as we see the replay. Gilchrist just kept running after the loose ball, and there you see that one-on-one. Huggett, usually good in these one-on-one contests, uses her strength to great advantage. She certainly did on this occasion. Took a brilliant mark and follows it up with a good goal. In the other game that is in progress, Claremont kicking away. They've kicked the last 3 goals. They lead it by 20 points over East Perth, 4-4 to 1-2. And in the earlier game, East Fremantle got up by a point over Swan Districts in an absolute cracker over at Fremantle Oval. Mulder gets on the end of it. Long kick towards half forward. Coming up to meet it is Bailey. Bailey driving it down the line into space. Almost a brilliant pick-up by Ferguson, but she gets worried out of it. Mulder. Well done there by Mulder. Got the handball away in time. They work it along. McNaughton under pressure. She's got some backup. Ifold. Ifold kicks high and long towards half forward. South Fremantle with the numbers now. High ball towards full forward. The kick was into space, however. Huggett making a good tackle there. And the umpires found the free kick. But it's going to go the way of West Perth. It was a sling tackle, according to the umpire. Huggett not too happy with that one, but the umpire in the right place at the right time. As that ball is long towards the defensive side of centre. Play on, says the umpire. Dunn takes it and goes. It gets unload in a crunching tackle. That is a ripper of a tackle there by Dirk. And that is going to be a free kick going the way of South Fremantle. That has to be the chase of the day, it has to be said. Kick to a contest. West Perth with some numbers at the back of the contest. One of them there was Webb. And now the Falcons will look to set up 2-on-1. Bennett, great pickup. Spots up a target out wide. That is a good kick by Bennett. Ferguson can take it and go. Approaching his eye fold. Ferguson goes one way and then the other. Goes inboard, spots up Bennett, who just ran in unchecked from the centre square. Bennett brought to ground, went to the well one too many times and pays the price, holding the ball. That is a very good tackle from Caitlin Pearce. And the free kick will go away. Caitlin Pearce, this will be her 12th disposal. Has someone going past. That is a brilliant tackle, but a little high. That is on Dirk. Bennett wanting to get her own back for West Perth. But that one just around the neck of Dirk, who takes the free kick. At full stretch there, looking for the mark there, was done. Couldn't complete it. Mulder gets around the would-be tacklers. Long probing kick inside the 50. Brilliant pick up there by Bain. Bain for West Perth. Goes long and low towards Thomas. Thomas on half-back with 4.5 minutes to go in this third term. We'll go across the face of goal. Always risky, but there's Cameron taking the mark. Driving ball towards a one-on-one here at full stretch. Here's sizing up the options further up the ground. Here goes long and low at full stretch there was Bennett. Dirk running onto it. Quick handball out to Wilkins. Dispossessed. Players converging at the coalface. Bennett able to get possession, but mowed down by Wilkins. The umpire will call for the ball. Kelly working it to the front. Strong team tackle by West Perth. We'll see another stoppage. Leah Thomas, only her 4th game for West Perth. She's had the 8 hit-outs. Takes it out of the ruck. Quick hands to Cameron. Her kick smothered. Mulder. Kelly, was she held without it? Play on, says the umpire. Showing her desperation there is Kelly, along with Thomas. Hurried kick there by Bradley. Players converging on the football. Socket off the ground. Mopped up by Grasenis. She's brought to ground, holding the ball. Great tackle there by Basile. Goes with the left foot, spots up a target. It was a dangerous ball. Ferguson used the body to keep her opponent out of the contest. The kick intended for Webb. Great pick up there from Webb. Drives it long towards half forward. Lovely spoil from Dirk. Russo goes after the loose ball, but the boundary line beats her to it. And it's going to be a boundary throw-in just inside the 50. Just under 2.5 minutes remaining in this third term. The margin, 33 points in favour of West Perth, who are looking to get their first win over the Bulldogs since entering the WAFLW League competition. Bulldogs having won all their previous 5 meetings since West Perth entered. Ball thumped away. Russo got the handball out. Lovely hip and shoulder there by Vandenberg. Russo goes after it. Quick handball out to Dunn. And a brilliant run and chase there. Stops Dunn in her tracks there. The tackler was Wilkins. And it looks like a South Fremantle player there is down there at the bottom of your screen. Looks like that's Gilchrist, I think it is. Getting a little bit worse for Ware, but she'll shake that one off and get back to business. She's as tough as they come. Gilchrist for South Fremantle. 40th game in WAFLW League football. Burke's kick smothered. On half forward for West Perth. Leading the contest there was Cameron, along with Mulder, and that is out of bounds. A minute 10 remaining in this third term. That's on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard. The West Coast Eagles, proud foundation partners of WAFLW and supporter of women's football here in Western Australia. Mulder. She's had a very, very good debut. Got to watch out for her in 2024. Eiffel. Long ball, 2-on-1 in West Perth's favour. Perora, but watch out for the hard-running Basley. Well done by Basley. Was she held without it? Umpire calls play on. Stockwell, high ball. On the edge of the centre square. Bounces favourably for Sally. Good hands to Ferguson. Driving ball, 3-on-1 in favour of the Bulldogs. Ball bounces awkwardly. It comes to here. Here's kick just over the head of Bennett. Bennett's got a couple of metres on her nearest opponent. Gets the sit, pulls it back. It's a high probing kick towards full forward. At full stretch, Russo takes it and goes out towards an open goal. Mark taken by Kaufman. Into the open goal goes Kaufman, and she'll get the goal on the verge of three-quarter time. Kaufman gets her first, and that'll be the siren for three-quarter time. West Perth looking in command. There is the siren. Kaufman ends the third quarter on a high for West Perth, and it is three-quarter time. Here we see on the replay, Bennett had some time and space to pull it back across the body, and a terrific mark by Russo. At full stretch, spotted up Kaufman, out towards an open goal. She goes bang and says thank you very much. A great way to end the third quarter for West Perth, 3-2. And at three-quarter time, it is the Falcons with a healthy lead, 8-5 to 2-2, as we turn for home after the break here at Pentanet Stadium in Joondalup. We'll have the leading possession gathers and other games in just a moment.
Poppin'. Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Oh Lord, Jesse made another one.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. This for my headers. Listen. Back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Dramatic victory! A goal on the siren! They called out, goodness gracious me! Plays it along the ice, into the net and scores! Gets the team off to a flyer! Giving it everything, it's a great goal! On the tip of the heart, and the celebration carried the extraordinary upset. Goalkeeper again came up big. Cookie Monster. Heavy hit and shoulder there. One was for Ashton. An amazing win. Oh, what a goal that is!
Turning for home here at Pentanet Stadium, it is West Perth in command, leading 8-5-53. The South Fremantle 2-2-14 in WAFLW round 4 coverage here on streamer.com.au. Megan Kaufman leading the possession getters for West Perth with 17 disposals. Thala Ferguson with 15. Emily Bennett, Catherine Bennett, Yvonne Hare, Bianca Webb have 13 apiece. And Mia Russo with 11. While for South Fremantle, Gilchrist has 14. Hetherington and Stockwell also have 14. Mulder, in her league debut, has had a pretty serviceable debut today. 13 possessions and has also had 3 tackles as well. Caitlin Pearce with 12 and Lauren Vecchio with 10. And multiple goal kickers are Ferguson and O'Brien for West Perth. Each have 2 goals. Huggett and Sedaris, the only goals kicked for South Fremantle. Fourth quarter, all thanks to Kia. Movement that inspires. Proud partners of WAFLW and WA football. Great to have them on board in season 2024. West Perth, they've been in control all day. South Fremantle, 39-point margin. I want to start off big in this last quarter. You have the likes of Gilchrist and Hetherington and Stockwell playing leading roles. You've got to have your fellow midfielders playing vital supporting roles. South Fremantle just need a few more running plays in their midfield because that's been controlled by the Falcons today. Away we go in this final term. Ball spills loose at ground level. Numbers even for both sides. Well done there by Pearce. Steering clear of the traffic. First opportunity for South Fremantle. Brought to ground, Spryland. Play on, says the umpire. Strong tackle on Mulder by Kaufman. West Perth now look to steer in the clear. Kaufman, long and low, the kick towards centre wing. Just short there of the intended target in Russo. Almost taking Ifold out of the contest. Making the tackle on the Bulldog debutant. And we'll have a ball up on centre wing here at Pentanet Stadium. Kelly working it to the front. Kaufman again, first to the football. Brought to ground. She went to the well one too many times, holding the ball. Pearce gets the free kick. Started the last quarter very well. Caitlin Pearce, this will be her 13th disposal. Down the line goes Pearce. West Perth with the numbers. Webb. Golisano and Sally combine. The kick inboard towards half forward. Wilkins under a bit of pressure. The tackle made by Emily Bennett. It's going to be a ball up. As both Bennetts go towards the forward 50, that being Emily and Catherine. Both Bennetts have played very good football today. West Perth with numbers out the back. Golisano. Quick hands to Bennett. Teal Bennett. Long ball towards full forward. Spills to ground. Cameron putting her head over the football. Umpire content to let it go. The umpire will call for it. 53 plays 14 here at Pentanet Stadium. Cameron hooks it back. Slews off the side. Going up there for the ball was Bennett. Just got boot to ball, didn't get all of it. It's only a minor score. Margin now at 40 points on the Kia scoreboard here at Pentanet Stadium. West Perth with a very healthy lead. The kick smothered by Russo. But a good recovery this time by Cronin. South Fremantle again under pressure. Ifold went one way when she should have went the other. Ifold taken to ground. And a stoppage is being forced. What about the effort from Mia Russo? In fact, a free kick has been made. And it'll go the way of Russo. I tell you what, since she made her way into the league team after being a part of the Rogers Cup Premiership, she's really been absolutely incredible. The kick, a bit wayward, however. And it's going to be a boundary throw-in. About 25 metres out from the West Perth goal. Bennett in front position. Ifold Couldn't get boot to ball. Dunn putting her head over the football. Dirk got the handball away. It's in the pocket. Russo turns a defender inside out, heads towards goal, and it's across the face. So another behind. 8-7 plays 2-2 as Madison Wilkins will bring the ball back into play. Other winners in this round, of course, East Fremantle by a point over Swan Districts. And over at Sullivan Logistics Stadium, Claremont kicked the first goal of the second half. They lead 5-4 to East Perth 1-2-8. And of course, one game tomorrow, that's also at Sullivan Logistics Stadium, Subiaco taking on Peel Thunder. As South Fremantle carefully steer the ball towards the wing. Bulldogs with a great opportunity here to answer. Couple of behinds scored by West Perth, and now Gilchrist for South Fremantle can set up from the wing. Awkward kick, but it's going to bounce in favour of the South Fremantle forwards, but they do have one less number at the coalface. But a strong tackle made by McNaughton. It'll be a ball up about 65 out from the South Fremantle goal. Thomas in front position, wins it down. Hurried kick by Teal Bennett. It's picked up brilliantly by Ifold. Centering kick, and that is a good kick. It's a comfortable mark taken by Stockwell. Stockwell lowers the eyes, finds a target on centre half forward. That is Hetherington. Fourth mark this afternoon. Hetherington's going to set it up now. Probing kick inside the 50. Players standing underneath it. Golisano there, along with Kaufman. Good hands by Kaufman. West Perth steering clear, but not for long. Good pick up by Smogovic, written into the ground. Play on, says the umpire. Hand pass from Kaufman into space. And that's going to be an obvious free kick there. There was some holding on. Bennett brought Smogovic to ground. And the umpire was in the right place at the right time. Smogovic's kick to a one-on-one, if you don't mind, with the spoiled Grasenis. West Perth with the numbers. And now they can set up. Kaufman got the handball from Russo. Long kick towards a one-on-one. Leading in the race is Dunn. Brilliant pickup. Dunn has an option up forward. Elects to go on her own. The kick swings away from the goals. Cameron laying the tackle on Storm. Going after the loose ball. Dunn taking the tackle there from Vecchio. And it'll be a ball up in the forward pocket. 13.5 minutes to go on the Kia scoreboard. Bennett in front. South Fremantle now. Some extra numbers at the back of the contest will clear the defensive 50. That is a good mark on a lead. Taken there by Bradley. Bradley goes inboard. That's a good kick too, and at full stretch, Hetherington is able to reel in the mark. Hetherington's kick, dangerous, and it's chopped up by Bailey. Bailey, centering ball. Webb. Webb on the verge of game 50 later this season. Webb's kick just short of its target in here. South Fremantle will now counter, but not for long. It was a hesitant kick, and it's Grasenis who chops it up on centre wing. Grasenis with the left foot. Almost in the back there against O'Brien. Play on, says the umpire. Now South Fremantle have an opportunity here. Through Ifold. The kick was an awkward one. Swooping in is Sally. No kick just off hands. Play on, says the umpire. Gilchrist putting her head over the ball. And the umpire says, I'll have it. Take a look at the next games for both the sides. Obviously, with the men's season beginning, the WAFLW competition will have a bye next week. Round 6 will be split over 3 days, holding the ball. The free kick's going to go the way of Emily Bennett for that tackle. I'll tell you about the games in a moment as Bennett steers the ball towards half forward. Spilling the mark is Cameron. looking to tidy it up. She's one-on-one with Vecchio. Brilliantly done by Cameron. Got the handball away. Kaufman from 50 metres out. Long probing kick to the tip of the goal square. It's bouncing for a goal. Signed, sealed and delivered West Perth. Kaufman gets her second goal. And West Perth will be on the way to making it 4 wins out of 4. Here we see on the replay, great gather from Kaufman, and then she was able to launch it from 50. One-on-one there was O'Brien and Wilkins, but the ball beat them both, and Kaufman gets the goal to virtually stamp this game right out of the Bulldogs. 9-7 to 2-2 is the score, with about 11 minutes remaining. Now, round 6, split over 3 days in 2 weeks' time. It begins on April 5th on a Friday night at Pentanet Stadium. The new lights. West Perth taking on Claremont. And then South Fremantle on Saturday afternoon, April 6th, take on East Perth. That's at 3:40. And then 2 games on the Sunday beginning at 12:10 in the afternoon. East Fremantle taking on Peel Thunder at Fremantle Oval. And then Steel Blue Oval plays host to Swan Districts and Subiaco. Meanwhile, the ball will be stopped in the centre, and a free kick will be taken by Kaufman of West Perth. Kicks to a one-on-one. Standing and waiting was Webb, but she took the mark. Goes short and finds Golisano. Golisano sizing up her options. She elects to go near our commentary position. Burgeon. Under a bit of pressure there was Bailey. Bit hesitant there was Bailey. Brilliant pressure on the ball there by Bradley. High kick was an awkward one. And it's Ferguson. Ferguson takes it and goes. Kicks towards the centre square. It was a dangerous ball and a comfortable mark taken by Gilchrist. Gilchrist kick. Finds Stockwell. Good diving mark. Stockwell spots a target inboard. Smogovic. Smogovic kicks towards the 50. West Perth players hovering over the football, but it's brilliantly picked up by McNaughton, swooping in. Basile runs out of room. She gets caught in the tackle by Yvna Hare, and she'll get the free kick inside defensive 50. Here, has a bounce off half-back. Drives it out wide. Bennett in front. Gets the sit, Bennett. Brilliant pickup. Driving ball towards full forward. Big battle here for the football. Here's Emily Bennett. Goes one way, then the other. Just got boot to ball. On the end of it is going to be Cameron. Beaten to it this time. Has a second go at it. It's close to the goals, but rushed over the line by Dirk for a behind. West Perth will be staying unbeaten, and likely so will Claremont. 10 minutes into the third quarter, Claremont 5-6 to 1-2 over East Perth. So it's those two teams, and fittingly, they will meet in 2 weeks' time on a Friday night under the lights here at Pentanet Stadium. I tell you what, that is going to be an absolute ripper of a game to kick off round 6. Mulder takes the mark on the defensive side of centre. Runs in and kicks towards the wing. 2-on-1 here. Unable to complete the mark there was the West Perth player in Burgeon. Ball spills to ground. Out the back there is Smogovic. Taken in the tackle by Webb. And it'll be a ball up. Maybe match of the season potential in 2 weeks' time, West Perth and Claremont. The top 2 teams in the competition, unbeaten at 4-0. And a night game at Pentanet Stadium. That is going to be sensational. Ferguson on the end of it. Kicks towards half forward, and a great mark by Cameron on a great lead. Amara Cameron. She's going to back herself in here. Amara Cameron has only had the 8 disposals. One of her more quieter games so far this season. But she's going to back herself in from just inside the 50. Cameron launches it. Won't make the distance. Big spoil there. Mopped up by Stockwell. Stockwell's kick towards half-back. Almost taking the mark there was Golisano. Getting on the end of it there was Ifold. Was she taken high? Play on, says the umpire. Now South Fremantle cleared the defensive 50. Good handball over the top to the running Pears. Here's his kick towards centre wing. Sprylan running back with a flight. Couldn't complete the mark. Grasenis combines there with her teammates. One of them was Thomas along with Kaufman. Thomas, good hands out to Webb. Webb, hurried kick towards half forward. An easy mark taken by Vecchio. Vecchio will go inboard. And it's Ifold. Ifold, this will be disposal number 11. Goes long and low to the centre square, finds Cronin. Cronin going short. And finds Stockwell. Stockwell will spot up a target. That's a good mark there by Vandenberg. Vandenberg's about 70 out. 5.5 minutes remaining. Sets it up. High ball. Huggett in front. Couldn't complete the mark. 3-on-2 in favour of the Falcons. It becomes 3-on-3 with Sprylan getting into the contest. It's going to be a ball up. Big fist away from Thomas. Golisano on the end of it. It kicks into space. Coming up to meet it is Price. Puts on the accelerator, does Price. 2 bounces. 3 bounces. 4 bounces. Will go long towards half forward. Dangerous kick. Dirk in from the side. Couldn't complete the mark. South Fremantle with the numbers. Dirk gets it back. And will go down the line. That's a good kick. Great defensive pressure there in this instance by the Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs repel West Perth's attack. Over the top of the pack. Mulder running onto it. She's had a very good debut this afternoon. Mulder's kick. It's bouncing. It's bouncing towards the tip of the goals. Huggett on the end of it. Goes to ground. Didn't get boot to ball. And it looks like it is going to be taken over the line by Bailey for a behind. Two 3:15 plays 9-8-62. West Perth make it 4 wins out of 4 starts to continue this devastating run of form early this season. Sprylan mops up the kick to the tip of the goal square. Huggett under a bit of pressure from Bailey, and it's rushed through for another behind. 2-4-16 to 9-8-62. Margin currently 46 points. With about 3.5 minutes remaining on the Kia scoreboard. Bailey drives it long towards half-back. Kelly unable to take clean possession. Thomas needs the sit. Under a bit of pressure now from Mulder. Ball spills to ground. South Fremantle with extra numbers at the back of the contest. They can set things up now from the centre. Mark comfortably taken by Bradley. Bradley going short. Kick goes looking there for a teammate in Kelly. Long ball from Kelly inside the 50. Going up is here. Didn't get a fingertip to it. Fisted away from Ferguson. It's in the direction of Webb. Looking to get it off to Bennett. Stopped in her tracks by some good Bulldogs tackling. The tackler there was Ifold. And we'll have a ball up. Just inside the 50 of the Bulldogs. On the end of it there is McNaughton. Her kick just rebounding off Sprylan. Getting the handball is Russo. Through the traffic goes Russo. Great kick, spotting up Ferguson. Takes it and goes across centre wing. Ferguson's kick goes looking for Dunn. Getting the sit is Dunn. Will go back to the hard-running Ferguson. Ferguson kicks towards half forward. Cameron spills the mark but tidies up. Probing kick towards the 50. O'Brien favoured by the bounce but couldn't take clean possession. Now South Fremantle were able to repel through Ifold. Highfold's kick is a good one. Finds Kelly. Kelly will go down the line. Long ball. That's a good mark. Very good mark taken there by Mulder. Mulder, dangerous kick. That is an easy mark taken. Looks like that's even a hair there. It is. That is Hare's 5th mark. She'll go across the face of goal. Ferguson will go further across the ground. And it's Kaufman. Kaufman been one of the best players on the ground today. 23 disposals and also 2 goals to boot. So is Ferguson. Both of them have contributed greatly to this West Perth win today. They're just going to be content to chew up the clock, knowing that they've got the 4 points. That kick from Kaufman was an ordinary one. South Fremantle again aiming to repel. It's Hetherington who's got the football. Vecchio goes short across the ground, and it's marked comfortably there by Pears. Pears looking to get around Teal Bennett, just got it off in time. Vecchio gets through the traffic, and that is a beautiful kick. It's comfortably taken there by Vandenberg. Vandenberg will go long, maybe a consolation for South Fremantle. Players go up. Here, along with Sally. Well done there by Sally. Ferguson will go short, and Kaufman will look to finish with the ball in her hand. She's opting to get rid of it. No matter. There's the siren. West Perth continue their unbeaten start to 2024. 4 wins out of 4, and they have done it in emphatic style today over South Fremantle. The final scoreline, 9-8-62 to 2-4-16. The final margin, 46 points, and West Perth will join Claremont at the top of the ladder. It's just a question of whether they'll be equal with Claremont on points or 1 win clear. Regardless, it has been a great start to the season for the Falcons as they further ascend up the WAFLW rankings. They've really got the right balance of experience, youth, aggression and speed at every end of the ground. South Fremantle, well, they weren't able to get maximum reward for their pressure football. They peppered the goals at the start of the first and the third quarters, but with no reward at all. 2-4-16 to show. No doubt Craig Norton will put them through an intense couple of weeks ahead of that game, that round 6 encounter against East Perth on April 6. Leading possession getters for both sides. First off for the winners in West Perth, Megan Kaufman, another great game from her, 24 disposals, 5 marks and 5 tackles. Taylor Ferguson with 21, Bianca Webb with 20, Mia Russo with 17 and Golisano with 16. While for South Fremantle, Caitlin Pears with 20. Talia Mulder, a great league debut for her today. 19 disposals, 4 marks, 3 tackles, 3 inside 50s. She's going to be one to watch in 2024. Poppy Stockwell also with 19, had the 9 marks as well. Gilchrist with 17 and Hetherington with 17. The goals, multiple goals were kicked by Kaufman and Taylor, as well as Price and O'Brien. And for South Fremantle, Huggett and Sedaris were the only goal kickers for South Fremantle. In the other game that finished earlier today, East Fremantle victors by a point over Swan Districts, 5-2 to 4-7, and the game's still going on in progress, 3/4 time. At Sullivan Logistics Stadium, East Perth being very competitive against Claremont. They're only trailing by 16 points. You can check out that one right now on streamer.com.au, but we look ahead to round 6 in 2 weeks' time, starting off with that big game against the Falcons and Claremont here at Pentanet Stadium at 8:05 on Friday night, April 5. On Saturday, April 6, South Fremantle will look to bounce back against East Perth. That's at 3:40 at Fremantle Oval. And then the 2 Sunday games on April 7, they begin at 12:10 in the afternoon. East Fremantle hosting Peel Thunder at Fremantle Oval. And Subiaco going to Steel Blue Oval in Bassendean to take on Swan Districts. But today, it belongs to West Perth. They continue their unbeaten run to start 2024. 4 wins out of 4, a 46-point win over South Fremantle here at Pentanet Stadium. On behalf of all our team, this is Paul Persick wishing you a very good evening here from Pentanet Stadium. The Falcons flying high so far, 4 wins out of 4.